Hello guys and welcome back to another video. I have no idea when this video is coming out, but currently the Colts are still playing, and I've started to, since there's bowl games going on, I've started to kind of scout some guys, and I was watching Minnesota versus West Virginia, and I saw this cornerback, and he played very well, and I decided to go through the rest of his film. One of the few highlight videos posted of him on YouTube I watched. I watched all of Minnesota's games from this past season. And this cornerback's name is Coney Durr. I feel like he's a bit underrated. He's a cornerback out of Minnesota. And I think that the Colts, if he is in the round that I think he is, if he goes to the round that I think he should go to, I think the Colts should pick him up at corner. Because we need some more, we need some better DBs. Because right now our only good DBs, I would say, is probably Kenny Moore. Rock Ya-Sin's been good, and Xavier Rhodes of late has been good, but I think he might be gone in free agency or he might retire. And Isaiah Rodgers looks good, but I think we should get some more security at cornerback and safety. Really, I think we're probably going to draft corners, safeties, tackles, and maybe a few more edge rushers. That's probably going to be our main focus. And there might be a surprise in here. Oh, and receivers. Definitely some receivers, and there might be a few surprises in there because that Chris Ballard's weird like that. But let's get into Coney Durr. Coney Durr, he's best in man-to-man coverage. He really, really likes one-on-one situations between him and receivers. He doesn't back down. He just really loves man-to-man situation. And 1v1s, he usually wins those 50-50 balls. He usually gets them. He has a way, it's like AJ Terrell this year, or Rock Ya-Sin, or like a Darrelle Revis. Like, he has a way of covering guys and being physical with receivers without drawing penalties. He doesn't hang on to guys. He doesn't hook them. He doesn't shove them. He plays the ball and is still physical with the receiver at the same time and doesn't draw pass interference from receivers very, very well. So I think that's a very, very good quality in a corner. He's not a guy who's going to get a ton of interceptions. He's not a turnover machine. But what he is a guy who doesn't let receivers get a ton of yards. He, on like third down situations, he's the corner you want out there to force them into a fourth down. Because he's just that kind of guy. He may not get interceptions, but he gets stops. Some of his negatives, I saw him give up on plays way too early. Like where there'd be a running back running on the other side of the field, and he'd run to that side of the field, but then as soon as he got close to the running back, he'd start to slow down, thinking that, oh, these linebackers and corners and whoever over there got him. And then that running back breaks through, and Coney could have been there for the stop, but he slowed down thinking, oh, they all got it. So his pursuit and his hustle kind of needs to be a bit better when it comes to getting to the other side of the field or on plays where he thinks, oh, the play's over. He needs to have a bit more hustle because sometimes that can really hurt you. He understands the value of getting low. When he is in his stance, he is really low. He's really compact. I mean, he's 5'10", 200 pounds, so he's not a big dude. So he uses his size to his advantage, uses leverage to his advantage, which very good quality in a cornerback. In zone coverage, he is not the best. Zone coverage is probably the bane of his existence. If Matt Eberflus is still the defensive coordinator of the Colts, though, I think Coney would fit because Matt Eberflus likes to run man-to-man a lot, even when he shouldn't. But Coney Durr is good in man-to-man, even covering guys deep, like really, really deep routes. He stays with them, so I think he could save us from some of those really bad Matt Eberflus man-to-man calls on like third and deep. But in zone, he'll get confused. He'll let guys get past when he probably shouldn't. He'll let guys slip through. he'll sometimes just end up like covering the air, thinking that the safety got the guy that went behind him, or the linebacker is going to get the guy that's in front of him, and so he just ends up like standing there, just like, oh, I'm here on the field doing nothing, which sometimes results in big plays against Minnesota, and it hurt them a lot. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the whole wrap on him. My grade on him is a mid to late fifth rounder. If he's in fourth, fifth, or sixth, seventh round, and there isn't anybody better than Coney, I think the Colts should definitely pick him up, roll the dice on him a little bit. He is a project. He is an experiment. He's not, 100% this guy's going to do very well in the NFL. I mean, he could turn out like this year's Rock Ya-Sin, or he could turn out like last year's Rock Ya-Sin. So he's a very iffy prospect. He's very raw, but he is very talented. And I think if he gets the right coaching, the right development, the right people around him. I mean, you've got a cornerback room filled with guys who can teach him a lot, I think. So I would like the Colts to draft him and roll the dice on him. But if we didn't, I wouldn't be super upset. And I know one team somebody's going to draft him or pick him up as an undrafted free agent. He's going to go somewhere. And I'm definitely going to monitor his career because, I mean, usually these guys that I scout, I do just because I want to see if I was right on them or not. But it's very iffy. I don't want to go all in and say this guy's going to be really good, but I don't want to go all in and say this guy's really bad. It's a 50-50 chance that he is a Pro Bowl level corner, and then the other 50 is he's out of the league in a few years, and fans hate him, and he sucks, and he gives up big yardage in clutch situations and stuff like that. But I think with the right coaching, he could be on the good side of the 50%. But in the wrong system, bad coaching, bad cornerback room around him, he's on the wrong side of the 50%. See you guys next time. As always, I'm not funny, and expect for more of these come out. I got some more scouting to do. I got like a whole list of guys that I'm looking at for the Colts to maybe pick up. So we'll just see. More and more of these videos will probably come out with me looking at prospects. See you guys next time.
Just got unlucky on a few plays tonight. One of those plays, I thought he was standing still, but he just hit the shit out of that one guy, and the guy went flying. They blew the whistle, and they called it on him.